About Matt Gaetz. Listen, it's not only, what's on the ethics report that may or may not come out. I think what's already in public knowledge, right? What the New York Times published the day before, where they had a chart,
well, that's already
a graph of all of the Venmo payments. This wasn't just one instance. This was, according to the New York Times and these reports, many of them. I have been so disappointed by Republican members of Congress and the Senate that my hopes were not lifted. I am glad. I want to acknowledge that they stood up to Donald Trump, that they are doing their jobs of providing checks and balance, of doing advice and consent, and that there is a bridge, a line that they will not cross. And we need them to continue doing this. So I want to applaud them. I want to acknowledge them. I want to thank them. And I want to tell them your job is not over. You've got Tulsi Gabbard to worry about.
Yeah.
Well, you've got Peter Hegseth to worry about.
Okay.
You've got RFK to worry about. Right. You've got Mehmet Oz to worry about. Well, so this same thing that they were able to muster up, they need to continue mustering up, and we need to thank them and applaud them for what they've done.
We're gonna drain a swamp, and we're gonna see who the people are that's actually aligned with what the voters are talking about, what the voters want. The voters want the swamp drained. And you need people that go against the grain, that's not necessarily a part of the establishment, maybe even people that's not lifetime politicians, but those that actually have a background in getting results and may not even necessarily be liked amongst constituents to get things done. And for her to even mention Tulsi Gabbard is disrespectful. For her to mention RFK Jr. is disrespectful. Listen, I want somebody to go in and take care of business, as does all the other voters. When you talk about an RFK Jr., you're talking about a person that's literally trying to remove all of the additives that's inside of our food that's making us sick, that also adds to the deficit when it comes to our healthcare crisis. And more importantly, none of this stuff is in any of the foods of the places that live longer than us. But the healthcare and treating the symptoms have become a profitable business for the establishment. And this is one of the reasons why Democrats had been getting such large donations from people that are a part of the industrial complex. And that's military, that's healthcare, that's pharmaceutical, that's all of these places. For her to even mention any of these people is insane to me. You see what I'm saying? But again, I know as I go through the comments to some of these videos that y'all send me, and I was having this conversation on the Millionaire Morning Show, make sure y'all subscribe to that channel, that the people in the comments that are watching The View are people that are waiting for the show to eventually get canceled. I don't necessarily want it to get canceled because I think that it's great fodder. It's good for us to react to, and it shows you the disillusion of a lot of these women that don't have their finger on the pulse, that don't understand exactly what's happening within our legislative branches, but seem smarter than they really are. But they're just the lunch ladies now. They're bitter, angry lunch ladies that are having a civil war amongst themselves and trying to reconcile how they lost to the election, and it ain't even been a month yet.
Since this is Trump's second term, isn't he now considered a lame duck? No, and why do these Republicans feel the need to have to just bow to him now when they're not going to really get anything out of him?
Well, they have 4 more years, Joy. But, to Anna's point, let me say this. We're all thrilled that Matt Gaetz, I agree with you, Alyssa, he...
Go legal note, Sonny.
...would have been a very dangerous pick for the Department of Justice. But his new pick, Trump's new pick, Pam Bondi, I believe she's a dangerous pick as well because she is, she supported Trump's false election claim. She was involved in...
How many people actually believe, and I always ask this question, because it still blows my mind, and I'm trying to figure out who all of these people are that voted for Biden in the first place, especially considering that we had such a joyous time in joyous and peaceful time in 2016 through 2020. How many of y'all actually genuinely believe that Biden got that many votes? Every day it becomes more apparent that no way in hell did he get that many votes. It's insane. But we're going to let legal note Sonny go ahead and do her thing.
In the efforts to overturn the results. And so that is now the person that's going to be the chief law enforcement.
Let me say this. She was on television. That's the primary requisition.
Look, I have known Pam Bondi for many, many, many years. I will tell you, I don't want to ruin her reputation with MAGA people, but Pam Bondi and I hung out a lot when she was Attorney General.
Finally, somebody that had a friendship with somebody other than Joy, that had a friendship with Trump prior to him becoming the president of the United States of America. Finally, somebody says something. But no, anybody that Trump's picked, doesn't matter who it is. It could be somebody from the Democratic side. As a matter of fact, Tulsi Gabbard used to be a Democrat herself, and they're always going to go against it.
Florida, and she would come to Miami. We drank a lot together. I liked her a lot. She's not a kook. What's a little election denialism between friends? When, at least, listen, everything in life is relative,
Election
people.
denialism is a very big deal.
We got to take the wins where we can find
continue
them,
saying this? Everything in life is relative. There is no accusation of sexual harassment or assault against her. There's no accusation
She's
of
also qualified.
sexual
She was the
misconduct with a
Attorney General.
17-year-old.
Also accusations.
She hasn't killed,
beheaded
a whale. She hasn't stabbed a dead bear cub. I mean, my
But
God.
we can't minimize some of the things that she has done. And I think we have a clip of some of her former comments. Why don't we take a look at
We
that?
are thrilled to have won Pennsylvania with 87% of the vote in, and we're up almost 400,000 votes. So we're thrilled.
We do have evidence of cheating. We are not going anywhere until they declare that we won Pennsylvania. These fake ballots that are coming in late. And back to the observation, they're not letting us watch the process.
Pam, did you just say fake ballots?
There could be. That's the problem.
So I don't think we need to minimize someone like that who is supposed to be the people's attorney.
Agreed,
The
but I would
Department of
still
Justice.
take
She's
her
going
over
to be
Matt
Trump's
Gaetz.
attorney.
I
She's
would
going
still
to be-
take her over Matt Gaetz.
You can take her over Matt Gaetz, but
No, I'm
cannot
not minimizing.
I would
But
take
think
the dead bear cub over Matt
But
Gaetz.
I still won't give as much.
Robert Kennedy would also.
I won't give as much credit as Anna is getting about them standing up to anything, because right now it shouldn't be for people. It shouldn't be like this. Everyone that cares about crimes against women should be saying, now that's out of bounds. And I know that we're uniquely under a Donald Trump presidency, but there's got to be some things that we say, this isn't allowed, they aren't allowed to sit with us.
Well, denying an election?
The distinction is this, is just dreadful character flaws, the sexual misconduct with Matt Gaetz, but he was also deeply unqualified. She's been the Florida Attorney General. She's been a prosecutor. She is going to get confirmed by the
she's
Senate.
an
Republicans
election
really
denier.
like
But
Pam
here's
Bondi.
the problem,
And I know,
Sonny.
no one's going to be
Donald
perfect
Trump,
under
right?
Donald
The
Trump.
country
One at a
just
time.
elected a guy who denied he lost the election for 4 years, and the country elected them. So
Yeah, it's been mainstream.
and now his lawyer.
she needs to
have
get
a
asked
legal
about
note.
that. She needs to get asked about
She
that, and
does.
definitely, I'm sure she
does.
will.
And there is also some bribery accusations. I have a legal note.
You want to take this one, Joy, or are you
Matt
good?
Gaetz has long denied all allegations and has not been charged with any crime.
Let's try.
Listen, these hyenas up here on The View on a regular basis says some of the wildest things. An allegation is just that. Pam Bondi will get in. She has been really, really great for the United States of America. She's been great for Trump, and she's absolutely going to execute on the agenda. But again, I believe that the Trump administration absolutely just found out who was a part of the swamp. And it doesn't matter what you do for a lot of these liberals, they're still going to be angry and upset no matter who you pick. We didn't hear any questions, and we didn't get this much visibility from any of the picks that Biden wind up putting into as far as his cabinet. And it was absolutely insane, and they didn't get anything done. But we'll see. We'll continue to have the conversation, and we'll continue to bring it to the forefront of the congregation on both sides. If you go through and you look at the comments of any of The View videos, it is absolutely atrocious. But we'll get there on another time. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off of life. And come and see me in Detroit December 14th. Shout out to Legal Note Sunny. She going to continue to keep us entertained. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Peace.